They speak Latin. Their thoughts. If you don't understand the way they're thinking, when they go to communicate their thoughts to you, you think you understand, but you don't really. You don't really get it.
Grand Rising, Grounded and Gus. We just had a really good conversation about confusion, and I wanted to talk to y'all about it. So the topic was Jewish and
Moorish.
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 Jewish
And
and
Moorish.
Moorish. Okay. So, oh
She
right,
said Putin was Jewish.
she said Putin was Jewish, and I was like, I'm confused as to why. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna give it a second and see if people come on.
So
I didn't want them to hear me blow my nose. Okay, so we was talking about Putin being supposedly Jewish and not Russian. And my question was, why do people who say they're Jewish say it like it's an actual race of people when it's a religion? So I've been confused about that since I was a child. Um, and my husband was saying that
here's
we got keep cameras rolling on us when we not. See, I'm telling y'all just missed a dope ass conversation. All right, you were
what?
saying that they had to claim that they were Jewish to sell their story, right?
Yes.
Yo, why sound like I'm interviewing a person that don't like the camera, and you like, yes, and nothing else.
There, there, there is a difference between a Jew and being Jewish. There is a difference.
The difference is what?
A person who says they're a Jew is claiming a patrilineage.
Okay.
However, a person who says they're Jewish are claiming a matrilineage, meaning my mother is Jewish, so I'm Jewish.
Oh, that's what I said. Let me go live for it. Okay, so we went into the Moorish people, and I said, no matter what, no matter how many people I listen to, no matter how much I read about this, I cannot understand the Moorish position. What exactly is the position of the Moors? How can you be claiming to be a Moor when the people who are Moor are from Morocco, but you're saying you're the original individuals of America? I'm so confused. So, my question to him was, are they saying my daddy is Moroccan and my mama is American? Is that the claim? I really need y'all to slow your thoughts down and listen to what I'm saying because What the fuck is that? Nigga. See, they don't want me talking about this. You heard that, right? We ain't got no animals in this room. What was that? Right. Y'all better pay attention to what I'm saying. If you are a Moor, then you are from Morocco. Morocco is not Turtle Island. It just ain't. So you either claiming that you're Moroccan or you're an American. I don't know what part of that is making it complicated for you.
But you can't be like the Jew and the Jewish. You can be a person of Aboriginal origin to these lands, and then you can learn the culture, or
Learning the culture.
hold on, or you can even pledge your allegiance to the land and the people, the Sultan, and then and then they can grant you entrance into their whatever their culture is, or whatever their thing is. So then you would then be a Moor. But
We're not pledging fraternities, dog. That's not what I'm talking about. You talking about fraternity pledging?
No, I'm not talking about fraternity pledging. I'm saying when you get your citizenship to another nation.
Okay, cool. I got that part too. When foreigners come over here and get their citizenship, so they say they American. Right. I got that. No. No. That's not how that works. If you are from America as an Aboriginal, meaning this is your shit, not somebody brought you over here, you love it so much, you want to be a citizen and you stay, how does that make this your shit? If you come over here and marry me from Israel, we met online. You come over here and marry me. You love this fucking place so much, you know everything about it. You study all the history. It's your shit. Come on, man. Listen.
See.
Hey, what's up, Noon? Okay, so
the difference is that again, operating within the box. This whole conversation.
Oh, right. The conversation.
They don't even know that.
Right. So we wanted to point out to y'all, how is it different when Moors say they're Moroccan, but Aboriginals to here? How is that different than no, not even Putin, the Brits that came over here, who came over here and took over, and now they're claiming that this they shit. How is it different? You now have become your enemy. You're a colonizer. Now you're colonizing. I don't have no problem with Moors being Moors. I don't care about that. My confusion is when you say you are a Moor and an American, but original to here, that it doesn't make sense. You can't say that I'm Jewish. Jewish is a religion. What the fuck planet do you come from? What country do you come from? Stop saying I'm Jewish. You're not coming from Israel, right? That's where they trying to say they coming from. You're not from Israel. Israels do not have those weirdo fucking noses that y'all have. No shade. But my Israeli cousins who look like me and my Jamaican and Haitian cousins don't have those awkwardly weird, strange, drawn the fuck on noses. So please stop saying you're an Israeli Jewish because you're confused. This is spells. This is wordplay. And if anybody has any opinion that is different from mine, please explain it so I can understand how you come to the conclusion of this. And understand that there is a test to prove blood to blood who comes from this land. And your blood, if your blood is not from this land, it's from Morocco, or I don't even know where those Jewish people come from. They're like some freak somewhere and they just claiming lands and people and shit. I don't know what those things are. And they got all of they new generational people coming in spitting the same bullshit. Y'all are literally under this spell and you think you're free thinking. Right. What about the Africans, the white people that's in Africa who've been there for generations, who say they're more African than the Africans? We are allowing these people to do this. We are allowing them to claim our shit. We are even allowing ourselves to be falsely, have false memories and claims because of their ignorance. You've allowed yourself to be enchanted by the fuckery of your enemy, by the words you use. Every time you call on them, that fucking Jesus Christ creep and that fucking Allah and Jehovah. I ain't trying, man. Yeah, I am disrespecting y'all religion because I'm sick of y'all falling for this shit now. Enough is enough. I have asked y'all over and over, when you call on your dude that you call God, has he come through? Do you have to wait centuries for him to come through? Have you ever called on your ancestors and asked for assistance and it happened immediately? Have you ever gone within and said you wanted something to occur and it happened immediately? Are you God? Yes. But you keep calling on Allah and Jesus, who are known people. How can a known people be a God? In the sense that y'all saying that's a God. None of this is making sense to me. And I spend way too much time trying to make my brain small like y'all's. I'm trying to communicate with y'all, but I can't be dumb. I can't do that. This shit is real simple. You can't be blackish. You can't be Jewish. You can't be Moorish. You either that or nothing. Just like, my friends, you can't be a woman if you ain't never bled. Do you understand that? You can't create life if you don't have that matrix within you. So I'm not going to placate y'all niggas. I'm not going to play the game of chest feeding and humans. I am a woman. I have a womb that has created life over and over and over again. I have provided a safe haven for my husband's penis to dwell. I am a woman. And if you were not born like that, you call yourself anything but a motherfucking woman because you're offending me. And the spiritual path will be the same. Me identify as a Moor is through a bloodline, not religion. And I don't take your opinion as disrespect. I love Noon. Yeah. Okay, so he's answering my question.
So
yeah,
he's
help me
saying
out.
he's a bloodline Moroccan. Is that what he's saying? On a spiritual path. Wait, hold on, let me go back. Hey, no. On the spiritual path, we on the spiritual path, we are the same. Me, I identify this through the bloodline, not okay. So he's
Okay,
saying
so if
that
you have a
he's saying his patrilineage, what he's made of, comes from
Morocco.
from not from North Africa. That's what he's saying. His bloodline come from.
Okay, so you're
his his practice, of course, is of his own people, but the spiritual way it aligns is that because when you start, other people start practicing the same thing you practicing, then we can link up.
No, I can't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand what you're saying. You said on a spiritual way we link up. Who's linking up? The Americans and the Moors?
No, he's saying. Wait, hold on. Let me reread. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask you directly, Noon. Do you identify as an Aboriginal American or do you identify as an Aboriginal Moor? Because for me, if you can trace your bloodline to Morocco, then you would not have any claim to the land patents here,
Well, no,
right?
you can get land. You granted that.
I said land patent because that's the most recent thing they understand. I ain't go back to the dirt. I'm not doing that. It goes beyond Morocco more. It's a term the Europeans used to identify melanated people. It started from the tribe of Ma, am I saying that right? Ma, Ma, Moab.
Moab.
Okay, you explain that to me. I don't understand.
It goes beyond Morocco. Moor is a term the European used to identify melanated people. It starts from the tribe of Moab, an Aboriginal Moor from this land.
What is that word? How you say it? More,
Moab.
more,
Moab. Okay, so
Moab.
yeah, so hold on. Let's back up. It goes beyond Morocco. Moor is a term the European used. Yes,
Mhm.
the right. The European use that term. However, there is an actual place, um, not just Morocco, but there is a region, I would say, a land. It's a kingdom. It's a place. It's an actual place today.
But that's
And it
not
was.
America. That's
Hold
not
on,
this
hold
land,
on,
though.
hold on. And they have a flag and they have a sultan. So that's what you were asking. Are you from that place? And he's saying, because so recognizing that they use that term as to identify melanated people, we're not talking about the European though. We literally talking about our own bloodlines. So if we talking about um our people, our own people, everybody doing self-reflection, and you're saying it starts from the tribe of Moab. Moabites,
Where's the tribe of Moab at?
Moabites
Where's that at?
would have been in the Middle East, right? Yeah, Morocco was established in the 1900s, right? That's recent. But the Moabites,
Well, what was Morocco before it was Morocco in the 1900s?
it was no bad. But before that, it would have been it was tribal people there. All the Berber tribes are there.
What? Why are y'all not answering my question?
We just
Am I not asking it right?
Yeah, maybe that's it. You said what it was before it was Morocco.
If you are from Africa
Yeah.
or Morocco or Russia
Mhm.
or Israel, you are not from this place, right?
Right.
I just
Okay.
need a
So that's what.
basic answer to that, so I'm not confused.
So right, right. That's what we're trying to get to. So hold on. Um, the land of Moab, as far as I know, is not over here. So I don't understand that part of this statement.
Well, read
And
it to
then
me.
he
Oh, the
said it
one you just
starts from
read.
the tribe of Moab.
Okay. Did he
Moab is in
respond when we asked where's that at?
no, not yet. So an
What's that?
Aboriginal. Okay. So when he's saying an Aboriginal more from this land, I still don't understand that part. Um. Okay, unless he's okay. Again, this is what I talk about that box, babe. This is what I'm saying about that box. If he's
Hold on,
saying,
let me say something. Hold on,
if
stop.
he's
Pause
saying,
for 1 second. Just 1 second.
if he's
And
saying,
just remember, and anybody coming on here, right? Everything was okay. So yeah, the globe did. the water shifted everything. I got that. The earth switched around, and I got all of that. I got all of that. I just wanted to say that we are having a conversation. This is a think tank. There is no arguments going on here. There will not be any arguments. This is just opinions of people trying to put these puzzles together. Okay. It's very important to me that I understand things for what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm not looking like an asshole. Okay. Our bloodlines go back to the omics. Omics.
Okay.
Okay, babe, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to be rude. Go ahead. You could say.
So all right. So.
Well, then anybody can say they from here, and the land just shifted and put them over to the other place.
Well, that's why your test is going to be key. So okay. So let me get past. I didn't pass the other one.
Hey, so, leave the other one because you're taking too long to answer that. Go down. He's talking. What's that one? The Omex, right?
Yeah, he sends.
What's the last one he wrote? Was that somebody else?
No, that's just him responding to you, what you're saying.
Oh, that's Dwayne. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We don't got our glasses on, y'all. We old. Hold on.
Hey, Dwayne. This time.
We love your new name, yo.
200,000 years ago. Okay, look. So again, if we're talking again about people and places on planet Earth, we can, definitely historically, we can localize, because in the last 200,000 years is when we have the shifting of the Earth, but certain separations were there 200,000 years ago. Because you can go back even to when there's in North Africa we got the Nile, and we got the other three rivers. We still got those, but it was supposed to be four rivers there. So that means those lands would have had to come back together in North Africa, the channel that creates, the no, the channel that goes through, the Mediterranean, and it allows you to sail out to Portugal. That wouldn't be there. They would be shrunk. You know what I'm saying? So, and that land wouldn't be there. That would be water again. So it's very easy to recreate. Like, it's not hard to put the puzzles back together, but we can generalize and say what part of the world your bloodline comes from without having to use cultural standards, because of course in the last 200,000 years cultures have changed. So could we at least agree that 200,000 years ago there would have been a bridge between the lands? So then,
a figurative bridge or a literal?
No,
bridge?
a literal bridge of land. Yeah, we right there with you. We know that's not the name of that landmass. But
yeah, every time when I'm talking about, when I express irritation with these terms, it's because if my people make these claims like that, you solidify your enemy's claim for this. Like I told y'all the other day, this is all fabricated. This fabricated war. America is working with all of these other countries that was always our enemies. Now they're moving these people in by the hundreds of thousands so that they can have them on their team to fight us for this land. If you're saying you're Moors, and everybody on the planet recognize Moors as Moroccans, you are lessening our strength. That's what my point is. And my husband said it's a valid point. We have to be stronger. They are breaking us up in so many pieces, and we just keep on repeating their narrative. When you go watch shit like The Help or What's the latest one? Fall from Grace, or all of these nigga movies where they're reminding you who you are and your place. When you watch those, you are reminding yourself your place. Right? Whether this planet is our final destination or not, I get the whole galactic side of things. I get the whole future shit and the whole
What did you eat for
past.
breakfast today?
But right now,
What did you eat for breakfast today?
me,
No, whoever's on.
that's new.
No, what did you eat for breakfast today?
I don't know why Gus is asking you, no, what did you eat for breakfast today? Oh yeah, we saw that movie Spell. He said check out the movie Spell. No, it's not about what I was just saying. What I'm saying right now is right now. Like I said, the reason why a lot of y'all are even on my channel is because I made a video to Brother Wisdom about um preparing us for what's happening here and currently, and not talking about so much the future and all of that, but you know, arming us right now.
The abstract.
So I understand the bigger picture. But in 2019, he told y'all the money system was going to die. But it's been now 3 years and all of y'all are still working like a slave. So if the money system was dying that week he said that, then all of his shit would have been valid. But in the meantime, in between time, we still got to fucking live, right? We still got to take care of our kids. We still got to feed our kids. We still got to hold it down. Y'all trying to hold down the future. The future don't mean shit if the current is done. You're not paying attention to the movement on your land. They already are skipping ahead to see what we're about to do. And y'all are fucking arming them again. Stop arming our enemies. You have to stop doing it. You either are this place Aboriginal or you are not. You are not going to be married into it, came over here for a weekend and never left. You fucking like the culture, so you fucking hula hoop dance. None of that. We're supposed to be preparing for this coming war because it's coming. It's coming. Y'all can see that, right? You can see that, right? They already are giving us fake food. They already doing trials of this polluting us with the air and then telling us we can't leave the house for 10 days so we can't get that sun. Like it's just focus on what's happening right now. Figure out who you are right now. Remember who you are. That's the only way we're going to have our power. Because if you keep reading, if all you're doing is reading and listening to what you are being taught, you will stay in this fucking box that they have us in. You have to go in and remember. Remember who you are. I remember me here before the start of the land of this place that I'm on right now. There is no me in all these other countries. I don't have nothing here and there. It's not that. It's my truth. Is what I know is I can go dig my fucking bones up from multiple lifetimes right now. I have the coordinates to that. You have to be that sure. You got to be that fucking sure about who you are. Because if you are not that sure and you are not putting the shit in your head that you are this place, but that place, you are giving them more power to keep their claim saying that they here because they built this country up. You only built this country up with your crooked and corrupt ways because you killed us all off and burnt down everything we had. Don't be a part of that bloodline, culture, system, matrix. Pay attention to what's happening right now. What's Aqua? Is that in Africa? No, said I also have Arawa in my bloodline.
Arawak is here. No, Arawak is this side. Yeah, Arawak. Arawak. You talking about Arawak Indian? spinach, tomatoes, and basmati rice. All those things grow on planet Earth, not in the galactic.
Right. So you're not sending up to the Galactic Federation to beam you down the breakfast you had this morning. You got it from America, right? You got it from here. You ate it today. It's in your mouth. It's in your stomach right now. Processing. All I'm saying is we need to process what's happening right now and stop being distracted by all the fucking distractions. Y'all keep talking about the fucking war that has nothing to do with us. The only thing you need to be talking about the war is the fact that these niggas is coming over here to be so loyal to that clone thing that's in the office that brought them over here. They're going to be loyal because you saved them. And they're going to fight us for our land. Do y'all understand that?
I was saying that it's good to have the history going back to the Olmec, because it's if we know that we are from here, then it's no longer a question of what needs to be done. See, for me, it's a waste of time to even get into this. Um, who's from where? It's more of a what what can I, like you just said, what can I do with what I have now?
No, I believe that I cultivate both my spirit self and my physical self. I do spirit work every day, all day. And I use my body every day, all day. I 100% agree with that.
What do you say? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, we was just poking fun because we were saying earlier, when you were saying the planet isn't our final destination, like we shouldn't be too concerned about the part of land that we walking on. Um, and that I I do agree that we shouldn't be overly concerned about the land that we walking on. But I think that it's a dual responsibility. We have a responsibility to not kill another man over the land that we walking on, but we also have a responsibility to not allow men to walk the land and kill. You know what I mean?
We are supposed to preserve life and create life, period. That's what our mission is, me and my husband. That's what we're here for. And as far as being completely well-rounded and working in both worlds and all of that, we all have to do that. But you came here to experience this life. Just like Dwayne said, I'm Dwayne this time on his name. This time I'm Dwayne. So this time my experience is going to be what? You can't come here and just not do anything but just be light. That's wasting space. That would be wasting space. And you can not be so worried about land and politics and all that. But if your family is being murdered for it, at some point you should probably be concerned about it this time in this life. We need to be stronger. We need to remember. We need to stop reading. No, this is not a personal shot to you because I know you are Mr. Library. This is not no shot to you.
No,
I'm saying we need to stop.
I just put a book down that she won't let me pick back up. So
yeah, it's literally about it's literally about going in and listening to them. If you go in the sun and ask the questions, you'll get your answers quicker. If you ask them, where's your blood? Where's your bones? They'll tell you where. You have to listen. These niggas is here. They coming for us. Is y'all gonna be ready or y'all gonna still be talking about, I'm Jewish, I'm Moorish, I love Jesus. All this. Somebody asked a question on Facebook yesterday. Why didn't Jesus fight back when they killed them? And I thought, if he could raise somebody from the dead, why didn't he just get off of the cross? None of that shit in the Bible be making sense. It be all corrupted. Everything is corrupted, these stories. But at the end of the day, if it was a man that could be killed by other men, he was not a God. I had a girlfriend who I was really close with stop speaking to me. It's been 10 years because I asked her what church Jesus Christ went to. Why would you stop being my friend? Because I'm asking you what church Jesus went to. That's not a valid question. I just want to know if Jesus went to his Jesus church. If Jesus went to the church of him before he was here. See, none of that shit makes sense. See, y'all not gonna make me fucking crazy. This shit is not gonna make me crazy. That's why I want to do a video. Is this a valid question? Me asking you. Can you see that you are inside of the box that you were put into with your education, your miseducation, and how when you claim that you are from another country, but an aboriginal to here, you are allowing your fucking colonizer to make the same claim be validated, that they've already taken all of our shit. They already given us land patents and then crossing our name out and writing a homeboy name in it, and it's a gold sealed. Pay attention to what's happening in your face. Do not let the distractions distract you. Don't let the distractions distract you. Claiming you from a set, whether you a Crip or Blood, that's a fucking distraction. The only gang you from is the gang of your family. You understand that? Your tribe, your creation, where you come from and what you brought here. That's your tribe. People understood that the Bible is a metaphysical spell book. Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying, no.
If people understood that the Bible is metaphysical and esoteric spell book, they would see the gems. You know how many people do not see the.
They don't see that shit for what it is. They just like, oh, I think it means this.
They can't. You know why? Because you saw that scene in Nat Turner. That scene when he was knocking their teeth out. When they see, look, this boy said this the other day. He said on his thing when he was doing his research on his family, he said when I went back, when I got past 1850, y'all pay attention to that shit. The 1850. He said when I got past 1850, I started seeing that sometimes the men would have more than one wife. And I said that's interesting because they was actually killing you to change your belief system. That scene in Nat Turner, where the preacher was preaching the same time that the Punisher was knocking the guy's teeth out and making him more submissive to Jesus. That was one of the things that made Nat turn on these motherfuckers, is because he believed in God too, but his God was not the same God. But they ain't put that part in the movie, so I ain't going, dull y'all with the truth. Did you close it?
I got it back.
Yo, that was funny because it closed on truth.
Yo, we be tripping early in the morning. We so old. This is the time when we're alert. After about 3 o'clock, we can't do no video. Anyway, this was a good talk. I'm gonna come back on here later in the like around 11 probably, because I want to tell y'all about my mushroom trip that I took. The day before yesterday. Some information in there for y'all. So I want to talk to y'all about that. And I hope everybody's doing good. Just think about what I said. Don't let yourself be distracted by the distractions, and don't keep getting caught inside of a box that somebody has created for you.
Listen, I wanted to say this before you get off there though. On the real, we we slowly do this. We slowly create culture. You know what I mean? But we do it within the bounds.
Uh,
What is the reason for the
hold on. I
bounds?
was getting questions in like before you asked.
Oh,
So Dwayne wanted to know what happened with the trip
which
and
trip?
Noof, the mushroom trip we took the other day.
Uh,
And Noof said they put devices in the women's mouth to keep them from casting spells on them. Is that in the Bible
we talking
or
about?
just the past?
Yeah, what we talking about?
You know, the woman has the most power with her mouth. It's great. It's great. Noof, you are a fucking book. You probably can answer this question for me. I I over here. Did they really? Over here, he's saying in America. Wait, no, you gotta explain that to me. That's really important. I told you fucking puzzle pieces. Please tell me what you're saying about the devices in a woman's mouth. I need to know when and why that was done. They did tell me don't let them put that in.
Wow. Um, you know what it is? It's really like man and woman, the way they work in the thorough realm is much like a light switch. It doesn't take that much voltage. I mean, that much
Energy.
amperage,
Mm.
uh, or resistance. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word. It doesn't take that much resistance to stop the flow of 100 volts. You know what I mean? You just need a bigger resistor. But the resistor compared to the voltage is always nominal. Well, that's man. That's man. Man says, no, turn the lights off, right? But the power, the flow, the surge, that's woman.
Okay, so what I was saying to you earlier, I hope you can. I don't want to interrupt you if you type into me what that meant, but
What was the other
I
question?
don't feel. I'm gonna get to that. I don't feel like when I say witch or warlock, that's our word. That feels European to me. If any of y'all know the correct ancient term that we use to identify as, please tell me because I feel like when I call myself a witch, I'm putting a curse on myself
You are
because
a spell.
that's their word and not ours.
You're putting the spell. Um, and she's saying go backwards, like we talked about 200,000 years ago. I'm saying, what stops you today? We create culture today. What stops us today from creating culture? Why can't we make a word that we all agree is the word for what we're using in this moment?
Okay, he answered it. Read it. Read it.
It was when he was colonizing over here, the devices had reasons to know. Y'all seen the pics from the. Oh yeah, Noof is talking about when when they had the torture devices they would use.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I
Okay,
didn't
so
read
we're
that.
talking about prior to 1850, right? So okay, yeah, let me just show you. I'm gonna show her a picture of the news so she can see it.
I got specific orders, no, that to not let anybody in my mouth. That's why I was asking you that. Okay, I hope y'all come over. I'm gonna actually. Your coach, shaman. Oh, something that simple, shaman and medicine women and shaman. That's what we call ourselves. We didn't call ourselves witches. See how simple that was. See, love them. All right, so let me because we started talking about identification on this one. I have to end this, but I'm going to open up another live right now so I could tell y'all about my trip and the lesson.